It's 7:02 a.m. Your eyes aren't even fully open, but your thumb is already moving. One side of your face is smashed into the pillow, your arm is starting to go numb from the awkward angle, and the blue light is stinging your tired retinas. You aren't looking for anything important. You're watching a stranger bake bread in a kitchen 3,000 miles away. Or scrolling through a group chat you haven't muted yet. You know you should get up. You know the floor is cold and the coffee machine is waiting. But as long as you're staring at that screen, the real day hasn't started yet. But here's the strange part. You aren't actually enjoying this. In fact, with every swipe, a tiny knot of guilt grows in your stomach. You see the clock jump from 7:10 to 7:35, and you feel behind before you've even put on socks. Most people call this lazy or phone addiction, but psychology suggests something much deeper. You aren't addicted to the content, you're addicted to the buffer zone. You are a transition soul, someone who finds the jump from dreaming to doing too violent. For you, waking up feels like being thrown out of a moving car. The phone is your digital shock absorber. It's a way to turn your brain on without having to face your life just yet. But there's a deeper reason for this. Have you ever noticed how the second you put the phone down, the weight of the day hits you all at once? The pile of laundry, the unread emails, the quiet anxiety of being alive. You aren't scrolling to see the world. You're scrolling to hide from it, just for 10 more minutes. But here's the strange part. You think you're waking up, but you're actually draining your battery before the day even begins. Think of your morning brain like a fragile, newly built house. Instead of letting the light in slowly, you're inviting 10,000 strangers to scream in your living room. Every notification, every headline, every perfect life on Instagram is a tiny micro decision your brain has to process. Should I care about this? Do I need to buy that? Why am I not as productive as her? And this is where things get interesting. While you're still horizontal, your brain is performing a high-stakes threat assessment. Psychology calls this executive fatigue. You've made more decisions in 20 minutes of scrolling than your grandparents made in an entire morning. By the time your feet actually touch the cold floor, you've already used up half of your mental fuel. You are a socially exhausted introvert who hasn't even spoken to a single human being yet. It's a bizarre paradox. You're using the phone to cushion the blow of the day, but the phone is actually making the day feel heavier. Have you ever noticed how, after 30 minutes of scrolling, your neck feels stiff and your mood feels gray? Like you've eaten a giant bag of candy for breakfast. Fast energy, followed by a massive crash. Most people never notice this part. That feeling of, I don't want to do anything today, isn't who you are. It's just the result of a brain that's already overstimulated before you've even brushed your teeth. Do you know someone who does this every single day? Or maybe this sounds exactly like you. You aren't trying to be productive. You're trying to find a reason to feel ready. But the more you scroll, the further away that feeling of readiness gets. You're waiting for a spark in a sea of digital dampness. Let's look at what's really happening behind your eyes. Why is the silence of your own bedroom so terrifying that you have to drown it out with TikToks or news alerts? And this is where things get interesting. You aren't just looking for entertainment. You are performing a high-speed vibe check on reality. In psychology, we call this the Pre-emptive Scanner. A pre-emptive scanner is someone who feels like they are walking through a minefield every day. To you, the world is unpredictable. People are unpredictable. Your own emotions are unpredictable. So, before you put your feet on the floor, you need to know, is the world okay today? Is there a new crisis? Did anyone send me a passive-aggressive email? But there's a deeper reason for this. You are hypervigilant, yet physically exhausted. You've turned your phone into a radar system. If you can scan the horizon and see that everything is normal, only then do you feel you have the permission to exist. You are the emotional weather vane, someone who checks the world's temperature before they even check their own. Most people never notice this part. When you're scrolling, you're actually asking a silent question. Am I safe to start the day? The problem is, the internet is designed to never let you feel safe. It's designed to keep you scanning forever. You're looking for a clear signal that will never come. It's a paradox. You seek certainty in the most uncertain place on earth. You are socially skilled, but emotionally guarded, using a screen to touch the world so you don't have to feel its sharp edges directly. You think you're getting ready for the day, but you're actually just building a cage made of other people's opinions and global chaos. The most painful part of being a preemptive scanner is the invisible wall it builds between you and your own life. You're so busy checking the world's pulse that you forget your own heart is already beating. And this is where things get interesting. Have you ever noticed that on the days you scroll the longest, you feel the most invisible? By the time you finally drag yourself out of bed, you don't feel like the main character of your story. You feel like a background extra in everyone else's. But here's the breakthrough. That itch to check your phone, it isn't a sign that you're failing at life. It's actually a sign that you have a highly protective mind. You are someone who deeply cares about being prepared. You want to be ready for the storm. You are brave enough to face the world's chaos, yet terrified of your own inner quiet. But there's a deeper reason for this. The silence of the morning feels dangerous because, in that silence, you might actually hear what you want. Not what your boss wants, not what the news says, not what a stranger's lifestyle video suggests. Just you. Maybe you were never addicted to the screen. Maybe you were just protecting something fragile inside you that wasn't ready to face the wind. But here is your emotional relief. You don't need to know the temperature of the entire world to step outside. The world will still be there in 20 minutes. The emails won't catch fire. The threats you're scanning for are usually just ghosts made of pixels. What if tomorrow you let the room stay quiet for just 60 seconds? Not because you're disciplined, but because you finally realize that you are the only person whose temperature check actually matters. You don't need a digital bridge to cross from your dreams into your day. You are the bridge.